The red spruce is an iconic tree species in southern Appalachia. As part of the U.S. Capitol Christmas Tree Program, we are partnering with the National Forest Foundation to fund a new state-of-the-art nursery at the Southern Highlands Reserve to grow red spruce seedlings for reforestation efforts. The Forest Service has contributed $50,000 and the National Forest Foundation is raising $200,000 more for that effort. Red spruce restoration made possible through the U.S. Christmas Tree Program will help us plant young spruce trees in areas that need it most. Today is a small point in time that we're celebrating, but that investment that will truly benefit restoration across the Southern Appalachians and create a lasting legacy. I'd like to now introduce the Regional Forester for the Southern Region of the U.S. Forest Service, Ken Arney. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you, James, for the introduction, and thanks for everyone for you being here today. This is a very special event for the National Forest in North Carolina and our entire regional team. This is the first time since 1998 that the U.S. Capitol Christmas Tree has come from this state, and the first time since 2004 that the Capitol Christmas Tree has come from the Southern region. The Capitol Christmas Tree program is a major partnership project. It wouldn't be possible without the support from many organizations. So thanks to all of you for the contributions of your time, money, and effort to this initiative. Our partnerships are simply critical for successful land management throughout the region, and especially here in North Carolina. Principal Chief Sneed, Secretary Al, we're grateful for the strong and positive relationships that we have with the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. And we're happy, Kachi Tiger, to see you light the tree later this month. And thank you all for being here today. We also have fantastic relationships with our North Carolina state partners. We have Caleb Rathbone and the Western Regional Forester for the North Carolina Forest Service, which is in the North Carolina Department of Agriculture, Greg Smith, here today, and thank you all for being here. The Capitol Christmas Tree is unique, of course, because it is displayed on the Capitol grounds. However, North Carolina ranks second nationally in producing Christmas trees, so we know many more beautiful trees will be coming from this state in the next few days and weeks. Finally, I'd like to recognize the U.S. Forest Service team here in North Carolina for your tremendous efforts. The work you've done has enabled us to provide this tree for our fellow citizens to enjoy. The tree is called the People's Tree because it's a gift from the people's public lands. Your long commitment to this project has made this day possible. So on behalf of the Southern region, I want to thank all of you for all of the work that you've put into this. Providing the National Christmas Tree gives the Forest Service a really good opportunity to showcase the important work that we do for the nation. This year's tree is a red spruce, as Lori mentioned, aptly named Ruby, and so many of them, as are many important species in the southern Appalachian Mountains. As part of the red spruce restoration program that James mentioned, cones from Ruby that contain seeds were collected and are scheduled for transport to a nursery to eventually grow into seedlings. These seedlings will be among the next generation of red spruce trees growing across the southern Appalachians that need them the most. So we're excited about turning a harvest of a Christmas tree into a restoration program. Quite a neat event. So thanks again for being here. And next I'd like to introduce Secretary Howe from the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians.
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Joey Al and I'm the Secretary of Agriculture and Natural Resources for the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, and it is such an honor to be here with you all today. I'm very privileged to represent Principal Chief Sneed's office and the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians, and I'd like to thank our partners in the U.S. Forest Service for including us in this momentous occasion. Before I introduce Kachi Tiger, who will be this year's U.S. Capitol Tree Lighter, I'd like to first acknowledge a comment James made about the lands that we're standing on, and then where we're at is ancestral Cherokee homeland. We are able to partner with the Forest Service with this mutual respect and accomplish many objectives and projects that we are now leading our way towards. For example, we just submitted our first Tribal Forest Protection Act proposal to the Forest Service, first in the southern region. We're getting ready to execute on a Good Neighbor Authority Master Agreement Sunday when the tree comes to our homelands and on the Qualla boundary. And we're also in partnership with the Southern Research Station with the U.S. Forest Service through an IPA, which helps fund one of our staff members for mutual benefit. And so I'm honored, and again, thank you for including us in this momentous occasion. This year we were able to work with Forest Service staff to select the capital tree lighter from our community. And this process began with forming a small committee, forming a process that we sent out to the tribal school systems, announced through our Cherokee One Feather, and had applications submitted and graded. And through that, we selected Mr. Kachiwaji, we'll call him Kachi Tiger. And again, we're just so thankful and very excited that we're going to have representation from the Eastern Band participate in this occasion. And so joining Kachi is his brother Shaligu and his mother and father Katie and Kachi, Big Kachi Tiger in the audience. And Kachi is going to share the legend of the evergreen tree to you today. He'll first read it in Cherokee, and then he'll speak it in English. And so without further ado, I'd like to invite Mr. Kachi Tiger to come up and share his story and his comments for this year.
Shionigado, Salihaniga, Zizedoha, Kadzi, Dakodoa, Noe, Zikiduwagi, Noe, Chanel, Iagodetiada, Nokine, Zia, Azekidua, Didelwasti, Gailani, Akatasha, Zishkohi, Digoinasha, Digogi Gaili, Gadi, Zanazi, Dunatoa, Zosafana, Shalagugi. Hello everyone, I'm glad we're all here today. My name is Kachichi. I am a Gadula person and I am 9 years old. I'm in the 4th grade at New Gadula Academy and I am from Cherokee, North Carolina. My home is in Birdtown, Zishkohi community, and my parents' names are Katie and Kachichi Tani. My brother's name is Shalagugi. And now, I'm going to tell you about the Cherokee legend of the evergreen trees. The forest has 2 types of trees. The evergreen, which keep their leaves and stay green all year long, and the deciduous, which lose their leaves in the fall. Cherokees explain how this came to be. When all the trees, plants, and animals were created, they were asked to stay awake for 7 nights, to fast and pray to honor Nephanahi. The first night they all stayed awake, but the second night some fell asleep, and the third night more dropped out, and so by on the 7th night only a few were still awake. Of the animals, the owl, Ukuku, the panther, Zemazi, and a few others were still awake. These animals were given the power to see and go about in the dark, to make prey of the birds and animals that mostly bite night. Of the trees, only the spruce, like ruby, the pine, the cedar, the holly, the hemlock, and the laurel were still awake to the end. When Nephanahi gave these trees the ability to keep their leaves and stay green all year, and the power to be medicine for the Cherokee people. Therefore, these trees are sacred and used for medicine by the Cherokee people to this day. I hope you enjoyed this story, and thank you for allowing me to share a part of my culture with you. I am honored to be here to represent my tribe, my community, and my family. Shki!
Good morning, Merry Christmas. So this is kind of a tough place to be because not only do I have to follow Kachi, I'm also the one thing standing between you all and harvesting this tree. So good thing I speak really quickly, and I just want to start by saying on behalf of all of us at Choose Outdoors, thank you so much for being here today. I just stand here today to say thank you to a lot of different people, so bear with me. On behalf of our president, Spruce, and Choose Outdoors, we've had the pleasure of working on this project for the past 10 years, and we're so grateful that the National Forest of North Carolina picked us again to support them in this project, and it's just been an honor to work with you. Thank you, and especially to the nearly 60 sponsors who have signed on to be a part of the project this year, and to 55 organizations in 17 communities that Ruby is about to go visit on her journey that are going to help host events on the Trees Journey to DC. It's really due to significant support from sponsors and partners that we're able to make this happen. Those of you on site here, can you believe the setup? You know, we could not do this without people like Dover Crane, who are going to help us harvest the tree today, and Bartlett Tree Experts, who have spent countless hours scoping for candidate trees and helping make sure we have everything we need to be successful today. We have Kenworth Truck Company, who has been involved as long as I've been around, for almost the past 10 years, who provides us with a beautiful cab. If you didn't see it on Facebook yet, you will in a little bit. Down here, it's a beautifully wrapped T680, and we're really honored to have Kenworth be a part of our project this year. We were introduced to our carrier this year, local North Carolina-based Hardy Brothers Trucking, through our partnership with Kenworth, and man, are we glad to have them on board this year. Dale and Mitch and Eddie and Deb and Ed, who are going to be on the road with us. We're just so grateful for your support. We could not take the tree to DC without a truck, and we're so grateful to have their support. After we harvest the tree today with a steel chainsaw, Rodney Smith, where are you here, Rodney? Somewhere around here. Rodney Smith is a 30-year career Forest Service employee. He's going to harvest our tree today. He's decked out in equipment from steel. He's going to have a chainsaw and safety equipment from steel. Red Wing's Shoes even sent him boots to make sure his feet stay safe for the harvest today. So we're so grateful for that. We also want to thank a little special shout out to Haywood County EMS. I heard you dropped everything to come and help us today and be a part of this in case we needed it. And we're so grateful for your support today. I have a few more to thank. I'd be remiss if I didn't start by saying 84 Lumber, who is our presenting sponsor. In addition to being a first-time sponsor and supporting us on a presenting sponsor level, they made a $10,000 donation to Mana Food Bank locally in Asheville via that 84 Lumber store in Asheville. Recently, in addition to providing all of the trees, we're going to be donating to the Capitol and the service members at Joint Base Andrews. We're so grateful to have them on board this year and look forward to visiting them on the tour on our way up to DC. A few more, thanks for bearing with me. I told you there would be no connectivity at the forest, so those of you watching at home, you can thank Verizon for that. We have a lovely truck over here and satellite system that's allowing us to be able to bring this to you wherever you are, and we're so grateful to Verizon. They've actually been a part of the project for the past 3 years. The Western North Carolina Agricultural Center, everyone makes fun of me, I'm Minnesotan, I say egg. I'm not saying egg, I'm saying egg. But the Agricultural Center has graciously offered space for us for the tree, and we're going to host the ultimate community celebration this Saturday from 3 to 5 p.m. If you're in the area, we'd love to see you. The North Carolina Christmas Tree Association has supported our efforts to provide more than 80 additional smaller trees that are going to accompany the 10,000 plus ornaments to DC. I want to give a special shout out to Jennifer Green and of course to Larry. Everybody here seems to know Larry. Hopefully he's watching today. Local companies including the Biltmore Winery, Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, Cultivated Cocktails, French Broad Chocolates, and Pisgah Coffee Roasters are helping us to bring the flavors of North Carolina to all of our special events. And Fish Hippie and Pine State Marketing are two companies that are helping us make sure our team is putting our best face forward when we're on our journey to DC. Additional support is coming from organizations including Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, Truckload Carriers Association, Great West Casualty Company, Society of American Foresters, AHF Products, National Forest Foundation, North Carolina Forest Service, Nantahala Outdoor Center, Fine Outdoors, Tilson Machine, Bessemer, and even more. Those are just ones that have made significant contributions. So beginning on November 5th, the tree is going to visit 17 communities for special events, following the theme From the Mountains to the Sea. And for those who aren't here or able to stop by and see us, you'll be able to follow the tree in near real time thanks to our partner Spirion. You can visit capitaltreetracker.com and you'll be able to see, follow the tree's journey to DC. You can view the tour schedule and follow us at uscapitalchristmastree.com, then also on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. let's see, photos from the journey will be available across all of those. So soon the tree is going to hit the road. One big thing we want to say is make sure when you're on the road that you pay attention to big trucks and drive carefully around them, especially this one with precious cargo. That's a message with our Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration folks. They're all focused on keeping us safe on the roads around big trucks, and we definitely want to have this one get to ZC safely. So please be aware as you're on the road. So here's to Ruby and a season filled with hope and joy. Now it's my pleasure to turn it over to Rodney, and we're going to harvest Ruby now. So Merry Christmas, everyone.
Everybody's looking at me like I know what we're going to be doing next. I'm just kidding. No, we're going to start the whole process. You guys bear with us. We will, again, you have to stay back in this area to be in the safe zone. But we will get started with harvest. So all of the folks, our tree staff, you know who you are, can start mobilizing and getting into place. And in the meanwhile, just enjoy yourself. There's some heaters around if you're getting cold, and I'm sure Jen has some more hot coffee back at the bus. So this process will take some time. So
Could you pan to the price of
All right, everyone, it's going to take just a few minutes for us to get set up and ready to actually harvest Ruby. So we are going to end the live stream here, and we will jump back on in about 10-15 minutes. So hang with us, and we'll see you soon.